fucking Christmas. Drink eggnog and eat some beef and pass it to the missus.
Welcome to Jump in the Turnstile. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
You know, on the sci-fi, the captain's always going, raise the shields. When the bad guys come out of war.
Commands and whatnot.
Raise the shields.
Yeah.
How about we have the shields on the whole time?
Oh, yeah. No, because it sucks the bloody warp drive.
Does it, though?
I think so.
The forge.
Warp transfer to the shield's complete. That's as strong as they're gonna get.
And they got to get the crystals to power
You can only run it so many times.
But you are in space. So you've got your deflector shields on. Mm-hmm. That's to stop all the space crumbs.
Space crumbs, yeah.
Yeah. So just have the shields up the whole time and we don't have to...
Yeah, you'd have to have some level of shield.
Oh, shit. All of a sudden the Borg have come up.
Maybe they're already on. He's getting him to raise them higher. To go up to 11.
Capacity.
Yeah. Make him stronger.
Yeah. Oh, this would be if space was even real anyway. Because I haven't seen any footage that would suggest that space is actually up
it's
there.
all sci-fi, isn't it?
Well, the
Seems that way.
UFOs are actually coming from the sea.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The underground people with advanced technology.
Well, we haven't, 80% of it we haven't even checked out yet?
The oceans.
What about, that's what they say. They haven't investigated. But what about the scan? You know how they can do the scans of the lay of the land and delete the water? Wouldn't that show up stuff?
All the cities.
Draining the water.
I think you go to
radar or whatever
you go to the bottom of the ocean, you find yourself a cave. You go into the cave.
Check it out.
So you're like right below the earth. Interesting.
Which one to that?
I was watching some Star Trek thing and they raise the shields, raise the shields. Just have them up.
They say it every episode.
You've got to. The weekly bad guy comes in.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, it's an animation called Lower Decks.
Yeah, okay.
And so it's a bit of a, I don't know. It's this whole thing that I've just been through in the studio. It's like voice actors, acting.
Yeah.
Coming up with character voices and you're stuck with it.
Yeah,
right?
you got to own it.
And some of the characters in it, they got high pitched voices. They're talking really fast. They're like, and then you just
try.
Oh, well, I couldn't do it. I just got given the script to be the professor in something, and it's harder than you think.
It's tough because you've you've never looked at your audition tape. Remember the tape that you had to film?
I did actually.
You did?
Yeah. Do you want the update?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A lot like the song you sent me, the rap song we did with our brother Michael for his TAFE course.
Yeah.
You sent me that sample going, oh, look what I found. And I pressed play and I heard like maybe 1 or 2 words out of my bonch.
Should I play a clip of it?
Do not ever. Actually, I thought you said you erased it.
No, I didn't. Of course I didn't.
It's humiliating. And I scrubbed it from my phone, and I never want to hear it again. Yeah, but so the audition tape, I got up into my crawl space, found the VHS.
Oh yeah,
got the VHS player, plugged it in, had a few scotchies, going, I can do this. I can do this. It's been 25 years. I should be right.
Okay,
and
how far did you get in 3 seconds?
I saw my head on camera, stopped it, took it out of the VHS.
Quick question. Mm-hmm. Spike, long hair, short hair, bald head. What are we
I think we're at ponytail, pre-dreadies.
Pre-dread.
So before 20, I was youngin'.
Okay.
And I took it out of the VHS player and ripped out the reel. Actually, destroyed it.
So you didn't watch it?
No,
I did watch it.
I pressed play.
Yeah.
And I saw my head, and then I immediately ejected it.
You didn't hear any?
Nope.
Oh,
man. And I destroyed it. It's got to go.
At least watch it once.
It's got to go. Like, I'm not, I don't care about the 350 odd podcasts we've put up.
This is what I was worried about. That one day I'm going to come into the studio and there's going to be tape everywhere.
And just made
all 700 episodes shredded.
Yeah, well, I feel sweat.
I just don't want to have to hear it ever again. Well, can I?
Don't you get embarrassed sometimes where you hear old stuff like the episode 200 song we did? I can't bring myself to ever listen.
It's another episode.
Fucking Jesus Christ!
It's great. It's part of the gag. It's the whole gagger. You got to own it. You got to own it, girlfriend. Because if you don't, it's
Or who else? Why are we doing it?
I've conditioned myself to get over the embarrassment because I've been in front of like strangers, being the center of attention.
Sure, all the time, every
controlling
weekend.
rooms, making people dance.
Yeah.
Whatnot. So I've learned the ways of just getting over it, basically. But if you put a microphone in my hand at a thing where I have to say, can you move your car from the driveway?
No good. No, it's not the wheelhouse.
I can't command.
Right.
I don't command and conquer when it comes to
You do it through your fingers, not your larynx.
My busy hands.
Your busy hands. So where are we? Oh, speaking of busy hands, had to go to the bloody dentist.
Yeah.
And they've changed premises because it was old school. And they had this camera in there that must have been there since the 60s or 70s. Yeah. It was a security camera, and it must have been the first digital camera. And you can actually hear it taking clicks. Click, click, click. Okay. It was like click, 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 click.
Okay.
And after about 3 trips to the dentist, I said to Dr. Michelle, Michelle,
you're taking photos of people when they're passed out.
What's the clicking sound that's going off all the time?
Okay.
She goes, it's Gary's bloody security system. He's had it here since the 70s, and that's it taking digital photos.
With a sound effect.
Well, no sound effects. It's the camera clicking. You can hear it, right?
How much bloody footage is this guy got?
Well, it's got to be the grainiest footage you've ever seen, because even your brand new bloody high definition cameras, you can't still see people's faces.
Right, yeah. It's just
technology just blurry, so you can imagine. So anyway, they've moved, got better digs. Right. So upgraded the...
When did you go there?
I went there 2 days ago.
Right. Did they give you a Wally Pop at the end?
No, but I did take a sample Colgate toothpaste.
Toothpaste, though.
I took that because I thought I'm entitled to it, because it was $240. The filling. Okay. So it was a filling that had already fallen out.
I thought you were going to say the toothpaste.
No, it's a bonus. So they had to literally, the filling was out. So all the work had already been done. I wasn't in any pain. So it was basically a scrub and fill job.
Scrub and dub.
And it was $214. But as I'm in the chair, I couldn't see my usual doctor, Dr. Michelle. So I booked in with...
Dr. Michelle.
Booked in with Frank, Dr. Frank.
Dr. Frank.
Yeah.
And is he quite frank? Your teeth are fucked.
No,
He's frank with you the whole time.
Yeah, he was quite frank. He said, look, you've got it also behind that gaping hole, you've got another chipped filling. So so that's when I said, how much do you think it's going to be? Because I only had like $300 cash on me.
Yeah.
Because it's $240. I said, is that per? And he goes, so it'd be $480.
Oh.
I'm like, I think we'll just do the gaping hole one first.
Yeah, right.
But Frank,
get the gape hole.
I took to calling him Frankie Featherfingers. Because
soft touch,
the softest of soft touches.
Okay,
like
palm olive oil at night.
Well, I shook his hand. I don't think you're supposed to shake your doctor's hand, but I always go, "Good to meet you, mate."
Yeah,
like hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
and you figure out very quickly that your hands are like
steel
hands,
steel and rock,
and you could have crushed this dentist's hands.
Okay, yeah,
it's like pianists. Violinists,
never touch another man's penis.
Don't shake their hands because you might crush them.
Yeah, you just don't know how hard to go in. You might go in at a wrong angle.
Crush
them. Hangnail. Mess the whole solo up.
It's no good, man. It's no fucking good. DJs as well, I guess. You know, when people mallet hands grabbing you and just crushing it.
I did a bunch of gigs with a busted arm.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Anyway, Frankie Featherfingers, light touch, puts the injection in, couldn't feel it.
Right.
Couldn't feel it.
Okay.
And then I numbed up a treat. And then he's working away with his, He's
had a lot of practice because when dentists giving the old jabbity dab dab doodah.
Possibly, I don't know. You double up, you can get your teeth fixed and a Vaxo.
Yeah, it's the double. It's the two up.
Maybe.
But so no pain from his
pain.
Shots.
Very, very slick.
Okay.
So that was good. But like, I know where the $240 is going because it's new digs. It's a house that they've converted. So it's new windows, it's floors, it's all the new equipment. They've got about 8 rooms now, everywhere. And then his Frankie's side man.
Yeah. He's robbing.
Bloody goes. He was keen for me to go. Like pick a station. He's like, "What do you want to watch?" I said, "Well, what do you got?" He goes, "We got Netflix. You can watch anything." And so I said, "Well, I don't like anything.
Yeah.
I usually just watch YouTube short clips, sort of." And he goes, "Well, what?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know, like anything sort of garden related or whatever." So then he puts me back in the chair, and I'm.
Yeah.
And there I see the massive screen, TV screen attached to the roof.
A cashola.
So like $240, I'm paying for Netflix. I'm paying for this sidekick.
You are.
I'm paying. And I told Mum this. She goes, "I go to a dentist. She doesn't have a sidekick, and there's no like the water. There's no. It's like real cheap, real quick. Get it in, get you out.
Yeah. Okay.
Lasts forever.
Right. In a garage.
So like it's definitely in a garage.
Dumpster dentist.
back at Dandenong South. But I was shocked. And so I want Cass, because she's running her own business now, and we've got contra deals with different services like
Contra deals.
Well, our osteopath gets treatments.
Oh yeah.
So we don't have to. He
Swapsies.
comes. Yeah, swapsies. So
Yeah.
I want Cassie.
Doing it for a song.
I want Cassie to get into.
That's how I got my air conditioner.
Oh right.
I recorded a song for a dude. So recorded
Classic.
a song for another dude. He installed it.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
It's a perfect
So you
crime.
got these deals.
Well, I want Cassie to get in with Dr. Michelle and say, right, how about you come to our salon? We'll charge you $240 each filling, but
So
then you knock
Does
them.
she bring a dentist kit with her?
That's the go.
In-house dentistry.
That'd be awesome. Have a quick fill and
Are they allowed to
a
practice
drill and
outside
fill.
the practice?
I don't think so. I think it's got
What are
to
they
be hygienic.
practicing for, quote unquote? If it's always practicing, when do you get to really do it?
Yeah.
Out in the field, right? Field dentistry.
Yeah, you have to do 10,000 hours before you're an expert. Before you're just practicing all the time
You
on
practice
everyone's
on
head.
dogs non-stop because you've got so many teeth.
They do, canines. So yeah, that's my dental update.
So no wobby pop at the end.
No, just
and the
toothpaste.
reason why I say it, because it reminded me of this creation that I made for Mason. So whenever I do toasted cheese for him in the old Breville,
Yeah.
inevitably a bit of cheese comes out and extra cooks.
Yeah, you get crispy cheese.
He calls it cheese leather.
Yes.
Right? So I thought
It is.
I'm gonna make a fucking cheese leather treat. Right? So I got a bit of cheese, I let it leather up on the old
JVC VCR.
JVC VCR. And then we've got these things from Costco. They're like chips, but they're chip sticks. Like come in like they're called sticks with an axe at the end.
So not a French fry.
It's kind of like a large chip like emulation of a
It's
straight fry.
Is it potato?
Yeah, quote unquote. Anyway, but it's a stick.
Right. Okay.
So you dip it into some things.
Oh,
Like think
gotcha.
of the little bread stickos
Yep,
things.
sure.
They're kind of like that, but more chip-like. So then I get one of those, and then I roll it in the leather, and I lollipop it up good.
Oh, this
And it
is
was
amazing.
what did I call it? It was the 1 second.
Could you like just make the leather, the
Oh,
cheese
yeah,
cheese
I was
leather?
making leather, but I was upgrading it. It's a way to eat it. You can't just grab a piece of leather. It's like eating a scab, cheese scab.
God,
I mean,
so is though.
the cheese leather potato pop.
Oh yeah, I could
What
go
I
for
call
one
it.
of those right now.
And it got him back out to say that was awesome.
It's the best thing you've ever made, Dad.
Cheese leather. There you go.
Well, simple
We
times,
all
I
like
guess.
a bit of cheese leather. That goat's cheese that they cook, they fry that up.
Feta.
That's what a treat. No,
That
that's
is
the
a-
goat's cheese. Remember?
Isn't that feta? Goat's cheese?
Fact. I guess.
Other cheeses. Camembert.
Tasty.
Blue.
Cheddar.
Brie.
Oh, I don't know. That's all I got.
That
Creamed?
the white cheese, you know, that's got the hard outside but the creamy centre.
Brie.
Brie. Would that work with cheese leather?
Does it? I don't know, actually. Yeah. Maybe we should do a buddy.
Because I'm thinking your
Trial.
cheese leather comes from a craft single.
No, it's tasty cheese.
Right. So
Yeah.
sliced though.
Yeah, like
Or shaved.
sliced.
Sliced.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm
So it
right
gets a
there with
puddle
you.
And then you let it overdo.
Secret ingredient
Crust
that you
up.
won't tell anyone.
Secret ingredient is heat. Apply a bit of heat to it.
And just fry it
Pretty
till
much.
it's black in the center,
Yeah,
you
fuck
fucking cunts.
Until it turns into a dark scab.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
there you
great.
go. That's Timmy's treats.
Frankie's fingers.
But I haven't been to the dentist for a while. I guess I've got to get some stuff done.
No, you don't really.
Nah.
Brush
I've got to
'em.
go get me my papers looked at.
Yes, we've talked about this. We're definitely going blind in our old age.
It's harder to read off the screen. I reckon the TV screen, smart TV, is not so smart.
Well, with reading, it's practice makes perfect as well. So you got to remember that one.
Yeah, right. Gotcha,
I think you got to be reading books and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're exercising your eyes.
Can you exercise your eyes looking at comics?
Yeah, so stare, move,
stare.
up, down, colours.
Stare.
Right, so straight into bloody yoga updates.
Yeah,
And I'm glad I don't go anymore.
Okay.
Because Cassie and your wife, Adusa, they've buddied up for Saturday mornings yoga. They're so dedicated, these two. They're always bloody working out.
Always yogging.
Cass did a Sunday stretch session.
Sunday stretch.
So really getting
Sunday stretch sessions. That
Really-
sounds like a Sunday afternoon radio show. The Sunday stretch sessions
sounds
with me, Bob Brokenfield.
thought it sounded like a dirty movie.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. I see what
But she's getting the most out of her. I think it's $7 a week. You can come to as many classes as you want. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet of working out.
Working out,
She
yeah.
really pushes the limits.
Yeah. Take it to the limits. do. Yeah.
But it's great advertising because when you're in the room with all the ladies, they go, so what do you do? And she's treated one of the staff members, one of the yoga instructors. So now she's like, oh, Cass is back. She's the greatest beauty therapist that can
There
come
it
around.
is.
So anyway, cards are handing out every left, right, and centre. So last Saturday, your wife bailed
She couldn't go.
on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
She was like, nah, I can't do it.
It's too much on. So it's Christmas. Why don't you?
Yeah, there's a lot on. It's a lot on. But Saturdays was now we're going to do something new, ladies.
Oh, right.
You'll have to put a pitch bend on this one for me.
So pick a partner, and we're going to do partner yoga all day.
So
What, like improv?
You stretch me, I stretch you.
You stretch me, stranger.
yes, and right, and no one wants that.
No, they don't.
You know.
Yeah. I don't want to partner up with you at some fucking
Nah.
thing.
And hold each other's hands
Ugh.
and put your feet together, and you'll stretch me and I'll stretch you, and we'll have a stretch off,
have a
and we'll make sure that we're in
We're stretched.
you know, fucking kundalini.
Yeah.
And so she was like, oh my God, she had to like pair up with this woman she had never seen at the gym, and it was like, you know, confronting to say the least. And Cass is there cursing Ness, you bitch. Out of all the Saturdays, you don't come to the bloody partner yoga.
Partner yoga. That's something you'd put in a memo, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Bring a partner.
next week is definitely.
Bring a friend, because if you don't, it's going to be weird.
And you always know it's going to be an odd one out. So it's
So what? You just stare in the mirror.
Oh, right. Somebody doesn't get picked. Somebody doesn't have a date. You're right.
Yeah, so anyway, like the closing move, they're doing it, it's full 45, soaking wet. And the closing move, she was like,
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pair up against with your partner now that we know each other, and we're going to stare into each other's eyes for a full minute.
Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. The eyes, not around the eyes. Don't look around the eyes. Look into my eyes.
Well, I just stared at you then, it lasted like 4 seconds, and I had to look away.
Yeah.
It's like staring straight into me kundalini, looking straight into me downward facing dog.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Strangers looking straight into me face chakra.
Bloody hell of a position to be in.
It's not what humans do, man.
It isn't. When do we do that?
We don't stare at each other. That usually
we
means
stare at the television.
whether they're going to fight or fuck if you're staring at me.
Yeah.
What is it?
Fight or flight. I think you'll find it. There's the actual term.
And then you can have the solo one, the one that didn't have a partner, just staring off into the mirror, crying to herself.
Yeah.
Because
Fucking herself.
The chick welled up, Cassie's partner at the end.
Roll credits.
I've seen this episode.
So, yeah, what is this? Yeah, an episode of Cobra Kai.
So Vanessa got a bit of a message from Cassie.
Well, then she spared herself from having to stare at Cass for a full minute.
Nessa's rapped.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, thank God I missed that.
She didn't have to get up and do voiceovers.
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't have to act. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's go around the room and say why we've...
But then if Vanessa was there, the other person would have been off on their own. Because otherwise... Was there anybody else that didn't have a partner? Did we...
Well, I think she ended up with the yoga teacher.
Okay.
So then you're like, it's full on.
Yeah, because then you really got to perform because the teacher's...
Yeah.
She's doing
staring at you. Minute. Don't break eye contact because I'll know because I'm the teacher.
Yeah, I'm instructing everybody while staring at you. In the eyes.
So apparently the next day, Cass is speaking to some of the older ladies. She goes,
"But Sharon's never coming back. She said that was the worst thing that she's ever done.
Yep.
And she won't be back.
She's no more Sunday yoga or whatever
it was.
So
Saturday yoga.
Is that in the woke? Is that a woke move?
It sounds woke. It sounds like Antioch camp.
It does. Let's
write letters to each other apologising for whatever you did to yourself. You know what I mean? And then we're going to read it out. You just put them in a bucket and we're just going to randomly read out each one. So it's going to be totally anonymous.
Yeah, you won't even know.
Yeah. I can do without all that.
I could do without it. Yeah, absolutely. So this job that I did the other night, corporate gig, and doors were going to open at, let's say, 6:30. So the staff it's at the State Library actually.
Oh yeah, nice. Tartaria.
Yeah, just in the side room though. I didn't get to go around. It's a classic checkered floor and whatnot. So they didn't spare
Masonic.
At least it's got a little bit of Masonic going on, but lots of staff there for the finger foods and stuff. You know how at corporate functions they fill up a lot of champagnes and a lot of beers first and stand there with the trays ready for people to come in. You can get a drink straight away. But they set up.
It's too early.
And then the opening got delayed 10 minutes, so they were just like, there was maybe 8 of them.
So you got flat champagne and warm beer,
and you got food and this and that, all waiting, and they it's getting heavier. It's getting heavier.
How many heads?
Probably about 60, 70.
70.
Yeah.
So I reckon after, I say, 15, 20 people are in the room, that's when we go, right, start pouring.
And the drinks are all right on entry, but it's just the keenness of the organisers are always like, right, get it going. Far too early.
We can't let anyone be waiting.
So the first bit of food they're going to get is shit, and drinks are going to be slightly warm and flat.
You see that at weddings, don't you? Because they're like, as the ceremony's happening, and will you take her to be the thing and the blah, 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 forever and ever and ever and amen. Right? Yeah. That's when they should be starting to pour the beers, but they don't. They get onto it way too early.
Too early. Too soon.
I reckon first round for drinks, stubbies.
Yep. Oh, yeah, stubs.
Cold stubs. Yeah. And then we start pouring the bloody pints.
Yeah, gotcha.
Actually, I could go with beer.
Don't have any.
Is it Friday? What day is it?
Monday.
Oh, damn it. I'm not drinking during the week, so I'm like,
are you already at the Friday that's coming or the Friday that's been? Like, which Friday?
I think I was at the Friday that's just been.
Okay. You're ready for the weekend, so to speak.
Well, I thought I was going to come here to make money doing voiceover acting. I was going to get paid for that, but I've soon realised that Jezbot, nice voice does not equal acting talent.
Right, okay. So
velvety.
Forfeit the money. Well, that's why I didn't take the money. If I took the money, I'd make you do it.
He was so keen to pay.
Oh, he's very keen.
Why are you doing all the casting for this?
I don't know. It's just part of the gig, I guess. You never know. You never know.
You're a man that wears many, many hats.
Many hats. Timmy
2 hats.
Timmy 10 hats.
At least.
Per job. 10 hats per job.
Yeah, man.
There's a dude at the gig. I went to Clarky's gig last night.
Oh, yeah. Shout outs to Clarky, Michael Clark.
Yeah.
This Techno Electric.
And there's a dude that's there that I was supposed to know, But anyway, he's. I was calling him JK because he's wearing a, big
JK?
fluffy JK.
Oh, Jamiroquai.
Yeah.
Right. That's a callback from, I don't know if many
people
people
knew
get
what
the
I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
And he's the hat guy, and they said, "Oh, do you know him?" And I'm like, "No, I guess I've seen him around." He's the hat guy. So this
Did
is
you
the hat
meet
he
him?
usually has.
Did you meet him before he was a hat guy?
I think I've seen him on Facebook in a few photos, but he's always got the big pimp, fluffy, matching orange
Okay.
thing. It's like a pimp costume, but he wears it all the time.
Dedicated.
And I was saying, like, wow, it's like, not tone it down. Like, it's a great choice, be eccentric as you like, but like it's the hardest thing to scale back. Like, if you're not wearing that, people are gonna absolutely notice, and you're gonna reverse all your hard work.
You become the.
It should be like putting on a big fluffy orange mustache or something, and you become like
less and less.
Still relates. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you've dedicated all your money to collecting all the clothes. You've decked out your house. You've done all that because you are the, let's just say, purple guy. That's purple hair, purple hats, purple jacks, purple shoes.
Yeah, purple rain,
purple
Prince.
cars, purple. Oh, that was Prince. But like he didn't like say, right, that's it. This is who Prince is.
No.
He expanded. He kept going.
He made music. He got on with it.
Well, it wasn't always purple then. After Purple Rain, you had Paisley Park, which is where his mansion is or whatever. But
yeah, where he inevitably died and turned purple.
Yeah, well, assassinated, I would say.
Oh, yeah, okay. Conspiracy corner.
Well, all you got to do is
look it up.
Swap your normal pain-killing kills.
Yep.
And switch
That's
it out.
A Freudian slip.
Switch it out with fentanyl.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know how much you're getting. So all of a sudden you're dead in your bloody elevator.
And that's the end of that career. But like, one thing that was said to me about the hat guy, just moving on to that.
Okay, bring it back to the hat.
Is, and this is a fair question, he's wearing it all the time, every week. What's the washing regime it is?
That hat stinks.
You got a few of them? Or is this, are we talking like, this is the guy? Because it's a hot hat.
We've covered this before about particular smells, and a hat has a particular smell about it.
Yeah.
Head sweat smells like...
Forehead.
It smells like your bed.
Smells like four heads.
Yes, sweating on each other.
Headbed.
Drip, drip, drip.
So he's got an uber stank hat.
He doesn't have 7 of those hats, does he?
Well, I think once it becomes a thing, you've seen all these TV characters that go into their closet and it's the character's suits, the same suit over and over and over again.
It screams of
Maybe
that.
He's got that.
It screams of that character, that Melbourne character called Joffa.
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's the Collingwood unofficial mascot or leader of the Collingwood Pies outlet. What do you call them? The Maggie.
Antifa.
Yeah. And he walks around with the big wig and the hat and the suit, and I think it's 24/7.
I think he's face makeup, or is he big dread?
No, he's just.
No,
I think
he's
the spruiker for the fan club.
Yeah.
So he's at the front of the pack, always going, getting ready for the cheers in 3, 2, 1, Jotha. Right? He's the footy guy, and that is his personality now.
Yeah.
He's the mascot.
Hard to break.
Although he could be in jail, I don't know.
Oh, well, all they have to do is call him a public nuisance, and he's
sure is.
We'll get rid of him easily.
Shut down his Twitter.
Is he like a modern day Pee Wee Herman eccentric character in amongst the people kind of thing? Like, look at this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could be.
Like the wacky dude in 80s movies that sort of turns up, you're like, who's this guy?
Well, there was that American dude for the basketballer, and he would rock up in like a rainbow wig.
Right.
And
maybe that's where I saw the. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, maybe.
And he was always in the background. He'd hold up the John 3:16 signs and do all that. And he's there everywhere.
Yeah.
But then he became a public nuisance, and I'm pretty sure he's fucking in jail.
Okay,
For
they got rid of him.
some scam
For preaching.
Great story, Jez.
Yeah. Nah, 12 years for each preach. That's preaching the rules.
Each preach.
Yeah. So then, like the amount of times he held up those signs. Did anybody read the bit out of the Bible that he was speaking, or did we just never bother?
never read John 3:16.
Oh, it's a tough read, mate. It's a tough read.
Oh, do you know what he is? And it sort of works into something I was working on. Scallywag of the century. So pitch this.
Yeah, okay.
So you find scallywags throughout history.
Yep.
And we talk about them.
Okay.
We look them up and we...
it's define scallywag.
All right. Well, so Ned Kelly.
Oh, he's a scallywag, is he?
Scallywag.
Okay.
So he's a good guy breaking the rules. You could either be one side of the fence or the other with Ned Kelly. He's all right, a hero or he's a criminal.
Down the aisle of a streaker is a scallywag.
That's a scallywag. That's a scallywag.
We're streaking.
Someone who steals a garden gnome, takes it on a holiday, takes all the photos, sends postcards, and then returns the gnome 6 months later. Scallywag.
Scallywagger.
Legendary move.
So we're gonna throw murderers and robbers into that mix too?
Not so much.
Chopper, scallywag.
Nah, criminal.
Okay, what about the dude he used to tour with? Footy, I'm an individual. You can't fucking fool me.
Oh, Jacko.
Scallywag.
Scallywag. Yeah, scallywag.
Yeah.
You know that Ned Kelly, the bonch, the bust they made of him after they'd hung him, shaved his head, hung him.
Yeah.
Remember that was up
the death mask.
The original, supposed original, was up at the Police Academy where Dad used to work.
I think it was one of the Kelly gang's armour. I don't know if it was...
No, it was his bonch.
The death mask.
The death mask. Because I know
because they've got that death mask at Old Melbourne Gayole.
Yes.
In the city.
Well, we were on a family thread, and Drucifer, our brother, was reeling off what he remembered from the Police Academy.
Oh, yeah.
And he said Ned Kelly's head was there.
Okay.
And it's like, and checkerboard floors as well in that.
Oh, yeah, it's riddled with
Masonic there, definitely.
Riddled with Tartaria.
Yeah. It's just to rub your nose in it. So when you're in the Police Academy and you're coming up as a cadet, you see Ned Kelly's head there and go, remember, this is what happens to criminals, boys.
This is what we do.
Yeah, we get them. We chop their fucking...
Cop killers.
We hang them. We chop their hair off. Well, first we chop the hair off.
Yeah,
then we hang them.
Yeah, then we take a plaster mold and then we keep the head.
Yeah, we make copies of it. Send it around to all the police academies.
Yeah, okay. It's a good idea.
It's a bit crook.
Good strategy.
But it was good running around. We were scallywags, right? This is what a scallywag is. Dad, having a job up at the police academy for 11 years, served over 1 million meals, got the Chief Commissioner's Award for it.
Yeah, the only civilian to ever get it.
That's right. He's the type of scallywag that would sneak his 5 young boys into the police academy on weekends.
For showers and meals.
Yeah, when all the cadets go home for the weekend, we would scallywag up there and basically have full run of the academy.
The entire police academy.
It was great.
Because no one was around.
In socks.
We never saw any police.
No one was there.
No.
So it was the guy at the desk or at the box at the front going, yeah, all right, Bruiser, come in, mate.
Yeah, right.
He was probably on the take. Dad was probably slipping him a $5. I want a ham and pineapple schnitz.
Schnitz. Twice a week.
And so we'd be like in our socks, going up and down that checkerboard bloody hallway, sliding, going to the chapel, up into the water tanks, through the dungeon,
down the boiler room,
into the janitor's boiler room.
Yeah, the little secret office behind the boiler.
That was sus. You didn't know it was there unless you knew it was there.
That's right.
We had access to the pennies. We had it was crazy. That was the first time I fired a gun. I was like,
when you say it in that order, it sounds.
I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Dad managed to get one of the boys to take us down to the gun range.
Yeah. And shoot a gun.
And I think Dad was holding my hand on it as well. But
serious kick, though.
Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Could have even been air pistols, to be honest, but it was still a fucking...
Nah, it was real.
It was guns,
They
man.
were real. Yeah,
So,
and the squash courts.
yes.
They had squash courts here, so we could just go and have a bloody play.
And then they had the secret tunnels, wasn't it? Like behind the chapel, there was the altar boy room. That's what Drew was saying.
Really?
Yeah. Secret little bloody side rooms here and there.
Little for prayers.
Because it was a nunnery.
Was it?
It was a convent.
Convent? Okay,
Originally.
yeah, it was. They don't want none. They don't get none.
They don't have none.
They don't have none.
What are your memories? Do you remember when
yeah.
the helicopter? We were there for some sort of
They
open
did an
day.
open day. That's what I went up there to see if they did do open days, and the dude was just cameras everywhere, and there's no way you could ever get on there ever again. No open days.
No open days.
But there was just get to know the cops.
Yeah, the boys in blue.
It's probably like Cadets Day.
Yeah,
Family Cadet Day.
Meet the locals who you're going to be policing. Let's get some
And they had
relationships
You
going.
could jump in the helicopter.
Yeah.
Check it out. It was one of those old school ones.
I think maybe Marty the Monster might have even bloody been
Yeah,
there.
I think Marty did come. But yeah, I remember all that. I do remember the hallways.
And then Mum and Dad would run a youth group. And so they took up all the, 75 youths. And they had this massive dinner party.
Up at... Yeah, right. That's great. That's great.
Youth group.
They should be doing. Can't you hire that place out to bloody weddings and whatnot?
Steve Trappett, our brother, tried to get it. And wrote a letter like, this is why I've got such a close, blah, 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 chapel this and that.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh, you go fuck yourself.
September 11, mate.
We got him, Sarge.
Soundboard always. Nah, I don't want anything to do with
I
it.
drive past it all the time.
Yeah.
Because,
you can see it from everywhere.
Well, you can. Audrey's school is right near it, so you...
What if they put a 5G tower right at the top of that bloody
probably already
spire?
there.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And all the spire bloody...
Bell Tower. Would that have been a bell tower, do you think?
Oh, that
was
was...
it a lookout?
It would have been a bell tower where they would have been harnessing the Earth's free energy through the Bell technology frequency.
Displacement. Yeah, so... Because, I don't know. Because they got the big...
it's a water tank.
It's a tower.
It was a water tank up the top there.
There's another water. Yeah, there's...
So you get head pressure.
Yeah, right. So how you do it? What would that be servicing?
All the showers.
You reckon?
Yeah, I guess. Dunno. Oh, and they also had, I remember down in the basement, they had, it must have been a furnace, and you could open up these little furnace doors. And I remember I used to always go to see if there was any pigeons in there.
Yeah,
There'd be
right.
pigeons, and I think you would just, from upstairs somewhere, upstairs, downstairs, you would just chuck your rubbish down the fucking hole, the evidence, down the holes, and it just goes down to the bottom into the furnace, and then that heats the castle.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Yeah. Still dream about that joint.
Do you?
Running around there sometimes.
Yeah, I haven't had many dreams about that.
I dreamt one time it was like Voltron's castle where the top opens and the entrance opens, and then the Voltron comes out of the fucking scene.
Well, that's what? RoboCop, isn't it? RoboCop 10,000, where the whole building is the transformer.
Sick.
Yeah. Pitch that bitch.
I don't recall.
And form of a giant nun. Turns into a big nun robot.
Yeah, that's
shoots nuns out.
I said, how much were you getting paid there, Dad? And it was something like, he was there all the time. It was like $125 a week or a fortnight. No, it's fuck all, man.
I think it was double that. I think
it wasn't much.
It's a pittance with 5 kids,
but you do get free laundry.
Free laundering, free money laundering,
free babysitting. The building is the babysitter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And then it was so hard, dude. I remember going up there, living that adventurous life and being in that world, and then having to come to school,
Skill.
And then explain to all the deadheads like, oh, what did you do on the week? Oh, we
It's the Police Academy.
went to the police academy and fired guns and ran around all weekend and you know,
Nothing.
it was like we ruled the. You know, there was rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
it's
right,
like we've
that's
got
right.
an in to the police academy. What are you talking about?
We know the secret handshake.
Yeah. And that's why it was so devastating when the police turned on us during all the protests and fired
started
bullets. At
shooting at us and all
It was
that
terrible.
business, yeah.
Plus the mace.
Dark days, dude.
I like the old cops
Learn
better.
from your lesson.
They were a bit more corrupt, you know. Like
more corrupt back then.
take a bit more cash,
Yeah,
I think.
more take.
But they were local dudes in blue shirts.
More take, less give.
I reckon you could approach a boy in blue way more than you can approach the stormtroopers now.
Sure, absolutely.
They've got so many gadgets that they can take you
They
out
can
with
detect what you've got
on you. That's a dog.
in you,
That's a
around
sniffer
you.
dog.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. The dogs don't go spastic either. They just sit next to you.
I
dogs.
wonder how your hips get
With what?
with being a police officer. Because it used to be gun and a badge and a billy club,
And a donut.
right? That's all you got on your belt. So
I see what you're
handcuffs.
saying.
But now you've got a torch.
Gun.
You've got a taser, a gun. You've got your backup rounds.
Batteries.
You've got your
Full
recording
utility
device. You've got your vest
Camera.
on. You've got your bloody flak jackets. You've got your...
You're all
You
geared
must
up.
be weighed down. And I saw this TikTok where the police or the constables in London, this woman goes up to them. They're all lined up. They've got their body vests on and stuff like that. And she's got this like frequency reader or radiation meter.
Yeah.
And those cameras are putting out like radiation. And she's going, look, have a look, dudes. I'm just telling you, like, no radiation. When I put it over your chest, radiation. So, and they're not saying anything, but they're like, they let her keep doing it. And so like, I'm just trying to tell you boys.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory. Yes, don't say that on the internet.
6 months later.
What are you going to say? I saw it on Encyclopedia Britannica.
I saw it.
And then you're going to believe me?
I saw it on Channel 9 News. Only on 9.
Only on 9.
They never lie.
No. Not on 9.
The trusted news source for over 90 years.
9.
That Peter Hitchener never bloody...
He's never going to hitch in it.
Fucking just keeps going.
Yeah.
He must be a clone now, or just a zombie. Like they lobotomized him just enough so he can sit there and read.
Oh, he's only the top half.
But he's yes,
It's pitching a hitching a 3000.
could it be AI?
Why not?
Pitchner, Hitchner. Sorry, that just took a quick second, but I was like, oh, okay, this works.
He's a cyborg or AI. Yeah, because AIs can do just about anything these days. Like Luke Skywalker's just come back young.
We've got to do. I heard it on another pod. They feed in all the. I don't know how they do it, how they feed in the information, but it spat out a perfect podcast of how the AI thinks your podcast runs.
Really?
Sends out a script, and then you read, and then they were reading it out.
Okay. Where do I say that?
well-
Hear that?
It was How Did This Get Made episode, one of the recent ones.
Okay.
And
I'll listen to that.
yeah, Jason, June, and Paul.
Yeah, right,
And then this AI spits out a script, and then they read it out, and it's kind of is what it is. So could we do that for?
Yeah, I think we should do that because we were thinking about doing that with our text messages, right? That
You
print
feed it
them
in.
out, and you feed it into a script where it divides yours and mine.
Oh, and
mash
then it
them up,
just
then
reads
you
it out.
You read it out.
Oh, we read it out. Right.
But if you don't want to do voiceover stuff, you get
I could
you
do
get
that.
AI. You get an AI voice of maybe someone famous.
Why don't we?
Like,
Well, okay.
like Wisdom walking as me.
Well,
Taco.
the director said it's got to be. What was the references that he gave me?
With what?
It was Doctor Strangelove.
Yep.
It was
North by Northwest.
North by Northwest, and someone else, right?
Yeah.
So it's got the AI has plenty of samples of me talking, and then you say, "Do it in this accent."
Him do this.
And then send it to the director and go, "This is my brother, definitely acting, definitely acting." But it's AI Jezbot.
Yeah. Okay.
Jezbot 3000.
Well, they're doing it with Darth Vader. James Earl Jones is
signed off his voice. The likeness of his voice for eternity. Yeah. Eternity.
And what's his name? Die Hard signed off his likeness.
He did. Bruce Willis. He's got that.
Bruce Willis.
He's got the I ate too much human meat disease.
Oh yeah. He's got the brain squart.
That's no good. I'm a big Bruce Willis fan. Love those Die Hard movies.
Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard again.
We did that again, didn't we? We watched.
And then the end one, Die Soft.
Die with a whimper. We watched them again. Made you guys watch them, and I think you're right. 1, 2, and 3 are one. One's the best.
2's all right.
Fine.
It's all right.
And then 3 was great, but you watch it again, and it's I don't know. It's just like I don't know.
Just doesn't do it.
I'm a great movie reviewer.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed what I mostly been watching lately.
So anyway,
yeah. Bloody.
Oh, okay. I've got one here.
Yeah.
It's the old classic. Oh, you want to hear? Nah, it's the old classic. Bloody who's been using me toothbrush?
Oh, right.
Toothbrush. So it's your stock standard, like living in close quarters with people. Sometimes it's a share house. Sometimes it's your bloody wife. It could be
who ate me bloody pizza.
Yeah, it's the last piece of pizza. There's no milk. No one put the bloody get coffee on the list. It's who's been using my toothbrush. You go into
they chew too loud. She snores too loud.
Yeah, you wake up. You bloody go to the shared bathroom, and your toothbrush is wet. It should be dry.
Yeah,
it's who's been using me bloody toothbrush. Well, it turns out it was Cassie.
Okay.
Right? Somehow we've changed
colours.
We've crossed colours. Right? And
I'm
in bed.
Just like the baggy pants.
I'm in bed, right? I'd brushed up.
Yeah.
I used Silver Guy, right? Silver Guy.
Okay.
It's I know I chose it out of the packet. Yeah. Like we've got a box of toothbrushes that were ready to go. Silver. She had green.
Okay.
I definitely would have picked silver over green.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
She's in the bathroom. Who's been using my toothbrush?
What do you mean?
It's wet. I said, what are you talking about? I said, silver's mine. She goes, no, it's not. Silver's mine.
How long has this been going on?
How long has this been going on for? So it was a bit of a gross out. Even though she's my wife and I love her dearly, I don't love the bloody plaque.
I want to be around you. I want to be in your mouth.
I want to know everything about you.
Yeah.
So now, problem solved. And I know this might be controversial, but new colour scheme.
I thought you were going to say name tags.
Could go name tags.
Okay. Colour scheme, go.
Colour scheme, controversial. Pink is for girls. Blue is for boys.
I think it's the only way.
And we've done it. She chose the pack that had a blue and a pink.
Yeah, right. Straight up.
It's a gender reveal right there.
Okay, yeah, it is. It is.
It's they know the staff member, the cashier knows how Cass rolls.
Okay.
When she buys that coloured toothbrush.
Yeah, she's pink.
But then I got a rainbow coloured toothpaste just to even everything out. How do they get
just to really wash it in?
How do they get all those colours in there?
Yeah. Why don't the colours in that stain your clothes? I've got a question about tubes. The old toothpaste tubes and stuff. I've been using glue, super glue.
Not as toothpaste.
Not as toothpaste, but just...
Hey, that could keep my fillings in my...
Probably could.
Yeah.
Probably could. And poison you all at the same time. So the glue tube, sometimes I know it's if air gets in there. If you leave the cap off and then the top seals and then you can't squeeze any more that's in, that's in there.
Yeah.
You can't get it out anymore. I found that if you get the super glue out and you put it on your fingers, mate, it sticks together really solid. You're going to have to cut your fucking skin off.
Yes.
To get it off. So it's tough. Dries quick.
It's like
dries on contact.
It's almost like a Tarzan grip.
Yeah. So there's not much glue left in the tube. There's air in there. Right? I squeeze the last bit out. Does the tube stick together on that last squeeze?
Ah.
Because I seem to be able to move it. Like, it always seems to have movement in there. Why isn't the glue drying
onto the inside of the packet? So what are they putting? What are they?
It's in there. What's the surface? Is that the surface that you need to have gloves for if you're using super glue? Inside out.
You need Teflon fingers.
Yeah.
Nothing sticks to them, mate.
Nah. No glue.
So is that Teflon inside the?
I don't know,
the
mate.
glue packet?
It's really just lightweight aluminium or tin.
It's a really good point. It's interesting. Very interesting. I've got one more. Do just to wrap it all up.
Sure.
One more little bit, and that's a great segue, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, great.
Speaking of gifts, so I got given a bottle of wine from a client.
Yeah.
I was picking up some
That's
cash.
a client.
Picking up some cash, left a bottle of wine. Merry Christmas, thanks for your help. I was like,
classic gift.
That's awesome. I don't drink wine. That's fine. I'm going to re-gift it. So this is the question. Is every bottle that's been given away a re-gift situation? Do people actually go to the bottle-o to pick out presents, wine presents, or
they just go to their cellar, cellar, and just pull one out of the rack?
I think it's the cellar wine's the good wine.
Okay.
I think around this time of year, Christmas time, it's like who actually originally stole the bottle of wine from the work function, the leftover bottle of red that everyone had on the table. It's a $7 bottle of wine.
Yeah,
you grab it, you bring it home, and then you re-gift it.
So you empty out your vacuum cleaner into a jar, right? Get some dust in there.
Yeah.
Right? Then you gift the wine.
Right.
And you just
age it.
Age it.
Instant
put some
age.
dust on. Right? Give that to the person. You go, sorry, it's been aging.
Would you go as far as to get a little bit of a...
Would you prefer a clean bottle?
No, I think I like what you're going.
Then you know it's a re-gift. It's like admitting it's a re-gift, but because it's dusty, it's like, this could be pretty good, yeah.
I think what we do first is you dip it in tea, like a black tea.
Age it.
You age the edges of the label.
Yeah.
You peel a little bit of peel off. Yeah. Make it look like a treasure map.
Yeah.
Then you dust it. Then you gift it.
Yeah.
And then you say, straight out this bottom of the cellar, boys.
Yeah, I've held on to this one for a while.
Why don't we
What does it say 2020?
Well, why don't we do counterfeit labels?
Gotcha.
Get a bottle of $7 plonk.
Yep.
Chuck on a $140 sticker on it.
Splonk LeBlanc.
Matt Splonk. That's my wine
French
tasting
wine.
name.
Matt Splonk. Yes. All right. So maybe
everything's a re-gift. Who's buying wine? Who's buying wine?
Who's buying wine? I know. I've got a couple of bottles in there which were gifted to me, and now I've had people come around, seen my gifted bottles, and go, "That's bloody good for you, mate. How have you got a bottle of that?" I just held on to it for 27 years. Pretty much didn't have it.
Now, have you been rotating this, or has it been sat in front of the sun for 20 years?
It's been in a dark cupboard.
Oh, good.
Is that darkness right?
I think dark and dank. No, dark and dry. But every wine cellar I've been into is dank. It smells of like mold.
Cold, wet.
Like under house.
Spirits and ghosts.
Very, very drunk.
All right. Well, that just that gets us to the end there.
Sure does.
Pretty much.
So did you listen to the Christmas special?
I was in it.
The Better Off Dead.
Yeah.
Watch along.
Yeah.
How did you think we fared?
The whole one.
Was it harder than you thought?
A little. It was long.
Yeah, it was.
But you do these things.
And then what do you do? Do you just go, oh, this is the bit where he's doing this? He did a full run through.
Wow. You saw how it went.
Very good.
Yeah, cool. Well, thanks for listening again.
I guess this is this is the last one before Christmas, so Merry Bloody Christmas.
Happy Bloody New Year, I guess.
You might later.
I'm Timmy Taco.
I'm Jezbot. Thanks for listening.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through two at a time.
Yo, jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hop over the turnstile. I had to take me. It's like a ninja.
Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile.
I definitely jumped the turnstile.
Jumping.
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again. Whenever I really don't have to do it, I do it. I get away because there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some Ferris in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times.
Jumping.
Turnstile instead of just paying the $2.25.
technique. I pull the turnstile back like that. Boom, boom. My upper body is not moving. Just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.